Hi, I'd like to begin today by introducing my audience.
Cassio Jones.
Sasha Kovacic.
Awesome. I want to begin today's informative speech with a short survey. Who here owns a microwave? Who here uses that microwave at least 5 times a week? And who here feels well informed enough to get up here and tell everyone else in the room about how a microwave works? Hi, my name is Gabriel Jones. That's exactly what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk about the science of microwaves, how they work, and some of the safety that goes along with producing and owning one. Let's start at the beginning. What is a microwave? Not this type of microwave. These microwaves. Microwaves are part of the electromagnetic spectrum that is going to exist between 300 megahertz and 300 gigahertz. And all electromagnetic wave is a series of energized particles that travel through space, creating a form of energy that we refer to as radiation. Now, even the visible light that we see with our eyes is a form of radiation. However, microwaves don't move fast enough to be perceived by the naked eye. And while it is radiation, microwaves don't actually produce enough to do any type of long-lasting damage to our DNA, contrary to what some of us might have been told as children. But how do we go from the electromagnetic wave to what's down in the kitchen? Well, we gotta go forward a little bit. Back in 1945, microwaves were used in radar detection to detect planes overhead. This system worked by shooting off the electromagnetic waves to be received by the metal holes of these planes, bounced off and received back by whoever's manning the radar station, allowing the person to know the exact location of the plane above head. As the story goes, in 1945, a radar operator named Percy Spencer had a chocolate bar in his pocket while doing his 9-to-5 job. After work, he realized that the chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. So, through a series of experimentation, he conducted experiments and created the modern microwave. But how does the microwave heat up food exactly? Well, the modern microwave is going to generate microwaves from electrical energy via a device known as a magnetron. A magnetron is the same device used in radars that we're going to have in our conventional microwave ovens. The magnetron is going to generate about 2.45 gigahertz of microwaves to then be bounced around the metal interior of the microwave. As the microwaves bounce around, they're going to pass through whatever microwavable safe container we're using to be absorbed by the food, resulting in a rapid heat up process. This process is because the microwaves themselves are going to energize the water molecules within the food, allowing them to speed up, collide with each other, creating friction, which is going to create heat in a very quick manner. So, this all sounds really complicated and kind of dangerous. So I think it's important we go over some of the microwave safety tips when it comes to owning and creating them. It's good for all of us to know that all microwave manufacturers must uphold a set of standards created by the FDA. One of which being that all microwaves are going to have a dual locking mechanism in which that when you open the door to a microwave, the creation of all microwaves inside of the machine must cease so that no outside materials are heated in an unwanted manner. Another guideline is the fact that all microwaves must go through a series of testing to confirm that the amount that leak out from the microwave itself don't exceed 2 inches from the front door and must throughout its entire lifetime only emit a level that is so minuscule there is no way it causes any damage to anyone operating the machine. So, to our machine operators, how do we make sure that we're operating this properly? Well, everyone's heard don't put metal inside of a microwave. The reason why this is a dangerous thing to do is because large metal objects are going to obstruct the proper bouncing of the microwaves inside of the interior of your microwave oven. The edges of these metals are going to store this electrical energy, creating volatile bursts that can result in what we see on screen. Another one is to make sure we're using proper storage of our food inside of our microwaves, meaning no styrofoams or unsafe plastics, as these materials too can absorb microwave energy, creating friction, creating heat, which can result in fire, which we don't want. So, in conclusion, I hope everyone here can take home some fun facts about microwaves, how they work, and how to operate them. As you go about your week, reheating some of those yummy barbecue leftovers from the weekend, I hope you have a chance to think about some of the stuff we discussed today. Thank you, and goodbye.